men talk about women turning 30 and being single as if it's like the worst thing in the world. They're free from you. We should have a ceremony. They're blessed. They're free from your shit. That's awesome. You don't like them anymore? That's great.
Okay, first of all, men aren't talking about, this is ridiculous. Men aren't talking about 30 as, oh, you're 30 years old, like good for nothing. That's not what's happening. Okay, we know that these ages, by the way, when people marry, are getting older and older and older, right? We used to say 35 was when the women would start to panic. It's not even that anymore. I always find myself going into that 35, but I'm like, no, Jed, that was like 5 years ago. Now it's more like 38, 39, 40 now where the panic sets in. Guys aren't saying that about you at 30. What they are saying is that, wow, if I want to have, 5 kids and I want to have a big family and I want to take my time and all of these things, what is my best route to do that, right? And so, yeah, they're looking at your age. And also they're saying, what has she been doing for the last 10 years to get an attitude like this? This woman is like just seething resentment and anger. And like, does she seem happy to you? Does she seem happy? Does that education that she's so proud of and the fancy degree that she's so proud of, does she seem happy? Or perhaps would another woman who didn't do that, who came, out of high school, maybe went to some little bit of college, wasn't particularly ambitious, but got like a small job helping her family out, is, super feminine, is, didn't have all the stress of the career climb, is, in her like feminine energy, is happy, is watching the, oh, look at the grass. It looks so pretty today, is calm. And who would a guy choose? Just tell me, who would you choose? It's so obvious, right? Do you need a headache like this because she has a fancy degree? Or do you need someone who's just content, right? A woman who's just content and she's not a climber and she doesn't have your masculine energy because that's your job. She's got her own feminine energy. I mean, these women are making themselves increasingly undesirable. So the 30 is not just tied to, the talking points of fertility and all, because you can be 30 is young for fertility. It still is. If you're a woman and you're taking care of yourself and you're healthy, 30 is still young. It just is. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not healthy, you got all the hormone disruptors, all that, that's a different story. But if you're a woman, taking care of yourself, 30 is still young. That's not really what it's about. When you ask these guys, they're like, what have they been doing? Have they been career climbing? Or worse even, did they spend their 20s sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, open like the 7-Eleven, nasty stuff, body count? Oh, my body count, it's like 65. Oh, well, one day I'll find, a good husband and I'll just forget about all that. Is she doing that? And then damaged and then can't pair bond and then a hot mess for you when you show up at 35 and you're like, oh, she's 30, she's still young, but she's been open like the 7-Eleven for a decade. So let's just be honest about what that 30 means. It's about what you've been doing with your life. Now, there may be a woman who's 30 who didn't sleep with everyone, who just didn't meet the right guy, right? Has a very short dating history, who took really good care of herself, who didn't stress herself out at work, and she's still really hot and valuable. Great. But there's too many women that land at 30. We're showing videos of 21-year-olds talking about body counts of, I don't know, like 30, like nasty. Can you imagine by 30? And another thing is, I want to hear this woman talking at 35. You're so blessed. You're so blessed that guys are rejecting you at 30. Oh, yeah. Keep walking. Why? Because you got a flood of guys that are still in your DMs, all the simpy guys. Wait till the numbers start shrinking. The panic sets in.